We're Angelo and Ilsa. After the government forced our theater in Western New York to close, and with no clear view of when we'd be able to fully reopen, we moved our family into a 15-year-old shuttle bus and made it our tiny off-grid home on wheels. If you want to join us on our adventures, hop aboard by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss a thing.
And so you can test to see like how much they've been stretched already, or
we can't tell unless we take it.
does it take it apart? Oh, that sounds
Okay.
ridiculous.
And it's a big job, especially.
But we aren't
Yeah.
gonna happen.
So,
And you wouldn't really need to do that because it wouldn't help much unless you were replacing them with studs or something anyway, right?
so that's what we do. We tear down.
Yeah.
I mean, usually we can find the bad spot in the head gasket and know, like, hey, this is a failure. Or, worst case scenario, if we had a cracked head,
Yeah.
crack in the cylinder block, war cylinder block.
So what kind of symptoms? You think when I can smell it so hot like that?
The smell of the coolant.
Okay.
When you smell the hot coolant, that's a bad sign.
Could be it's pushing out.
Uh-oh.
Could you wait?
We gonna go home?
How
Got
about we
2,000
get
miles.
stopped tonight? How about we
Do
get
the head
stopped?
gasket test and see,
Should I,
see how bad it is.
How about
Should we?
we stop at night?
Well, what do we do if it's bad? We stay here and you fix it,
Will we?
and then our bank account's empty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We probably should try to get it home. Just drive. Now, driving carefully and being easy on it, that's probably going to be helpful.
That would be helpful.
So, I think that's what we should probably be doing.
Okay.
Unless we want to live in Utah and get jobs. We have to pay to replace our whole engine.
I kind of like it here.
I did like climbing the dinosaur mountain. What is that little mountain called, actually? Like,
The dinosaur tracks.
because the people we met that hiked it with us, they said they found it on a website. Like, it was a tourist attraction to come and check that out.
Yeah, I haven't been a tourist here, so.
Yeah.
No, it's weird to be a tourist in your own town, but yeah, Lance was our tour guide. So
Okay.
just go right up that mountain. The kids can do it. Halfway up, we're like, damn it, Lance, this is not
Now,
safe.
would you be smelling the coolant if because we replaced the radiator, and then we started overheating right after that, right? And I thought it was because it was too full. They hadn't filled it enough. They said we didn't get to angle it and flush it out right, so you might need to top it off. And I overfilled it a little bit, and it actually like sputtered out the top because I had overfilled it. And there was like little puddles. Would that smell possibly be because I had overheated and overfilled it, and then
Spilled
it might,
everywhere?
yeah.
Yeah, or it could be a sign that it's building too much pressure in that cooling system and pushing it out.
Okay.
They call it a degas bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or overfill reservoir.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, is it supposed to overflow like that? In my cars, there was
No,
always
that'll
like
be-
the release valve.
Yeah,
And we don't
Because
have
it's
that.
pressurized.
So
Yeah.
these should maintain pressure all the time.
Okay.
I don't know if this one had signs. So this one had head gasket failure. And we got to the point where it was like, we're better off replacing the motor. That's
Yeah.
much damage.
That's what I feel like we would do if we were gonna reduce studs. I mean, for the cost of what it would cost to do that, we might as well get like a used engine or something and just replace it.
Yeah, the only thing with used motors, sometimes you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
It could be just as bad or worse
Yeah.
of what you have already.
Okay. How much would it cost to replace it with a brand new engine if we want to do that?
20 grand.
Okay.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Take your chances. You can find one online for $1,200, a used one, and then hope for the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
That's why we
a
didn't
Ford
replace the
Complete,
studs once we looked
I
at the
think it's like
cost.
14.8 or something like that, almost
Yeah.
15.
Plus labor.
And then,
I would want a Cummins. I want a vehicle with a Cummins engine.
What about a used
That's
Cummins?
Like gold standard.
Could that be done? Is that what this
Going
is?
in this?
You're putting a used Cummins in this? That's
Yeah,
cool.
like, you know,
That's cool.
So whose vehicle is this? Is it yours? What is it?
37 Chevy pickup.
It's so cool.
It's really cool. Okay, so do you want to do the test? Do you want to skip it? And
I don't
just
know.
keep our fingers
Because if he
crossed.
does the test, then what does that do for us? I'm gonna drive it careful
It just lets you
anyway,
know- It just lets you know that
and will give me panic. Ignorance is
How much does it
sometimes
cost?
bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
I'll do 50
I don't
bucks for
know
peace of
what
mind.
it's gonna accomplish for us. Is all. Unless we're actually gonna do engine.
Well, could you do it now, or we have to wait until tomorrow? Let's just.
I don't think we need to.
Okay,
Because
fine.
The result is gonna be the same.
Ignorance is bliss.
Because we're not gonna. The result is the same. We're not likely going to do any engine work here, or get studs replaced, or replace gaskets. Then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna know and be stressed out. I'm stressed out.
Road. No. There's a spot we're going to.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. It's like called Western Movie Set. It's where Gunsmoke was filmed, where a whole bunch of westerns were filmed.
Somebody burned it. I think that's it. That's it right there. They said people burned it and it got destroyed. That's the movie set right there. Guys, this was from a Western movie set. Check out these buildings. What? Yeah.
Going up?
No.
Why?
That's not what they're for, hon.
Where's what?
Just water in the grass.
So that's where Gunsmoke was filmed. Somebody burned it down at some point, but this was a Western movie set. A whole bunch of other Western movies were filmed here.
Well, that's cool.
It's pretty cool to see, but what do you think?
Yeah.
Think it's time to get out of Dodge?
Yeah. Get out of Kanab. Wait, how do you say it again? I forget.
Kanab.
All right, so let's get back on our way.
Let's get back on our way and head to Bryce.
Can you put that in for me?
Yes.
Into the... I liked our little spot there in Dixie National Forest.
Me too. I would have liked the first one that we found.
That was an
Better.
awesome national piece of land.
Yes.
It was very, very nice campgrounds.
We pretty much had to park right behind the sign for the National Forest. Because that's the only place that we could get Wi-Fi so that Ambrosia could check in and be marked as present for school back in Jamestown. But either way, it was nice. The temperature was great.
I was
Didn't
sleeping
feel
when
terribly
it's
dry.
cool. It got down in the 30s overnight.
That's actually, I like that.
But then it warmed up to like 63 by 10 a.m.
I'm okay with that because you cool off the bus overnight that way, and
Yeah.
then it makes it more tolerable throughout the day. We, on our way there from Kanab, we realized that we still have no boost. We have no oomph going up the hills.
The whole reason we went to the mechanic, to Bowman mechanic, where we climbed the mountain and found the dinosaur prints. That was still a great day.
It was a great day.
The guys at Bowman are really nice. They seem pretty knowledgeable. But we paid $380 for them to
Replace a $2 hose.
Yes. And they saw that there was a code for the turbo with the computer, but when they did the turbo test, they said it passed. So they thought maybe the broken hose was causing the vacuum not to work, or the pressure wasn't right. The tube they took off didn't really look that damaged to me, though. We saw that, and I don't really get it.
Now, we're not trained mechanics.
Of course not. So we don't really know.
So we don't know, but I mean, to me it looked like a brand new hose. But if you look really closely, there was like little tiny little bits of wear and tear on the inside of the hose, and I guess that could be a problem. However,
they replaced the hose. They took it for a couple test drives and said, "Oh, we got it going up to 70 on a hill," which I can do too with enough time. But the boost, we didn't notice it until we were driving again. We hit a big hill, and the same problem is still there.
like it's 0 to 60 in 5 minutes. It's 0 to 60 in an hour. Like
Yeah.
it takes us that long to get it up to speed if we're going in any uphill at all.
Right, which is frustrating because it takes us forever to get places. Cars get stuck behind us and they tailgate like this guy is doing right now. People are so rude on the roads. You have to give a space cushion. What if I had to slam on the brakes for some reason? He would completely annihilate us, this guy behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going the speed limit right now too. Anyway, so the guys at Bowman charge $95 an hour plus a $50 diagnostic fee. The code didn't get cleared when they supposedly fixed the problem. The code is still coming up. We ran the code reader this morning and I cleared out the old codes and it still came up with the same turbo code. So they didn't fix the problem and I'm feeling very frustrated. We can't really afford to be paying close to $400 for someone to just experiment and not actually get to the root of the problem.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense to me. So we tried to call them.
We tried to call them this morning, and we're about 2 hours away now. But if they said bring it back, we'll make it right. We'll help you get this thing going. We would have been willing to drive back. We really like them.
They won't answer their phone.
But they haven't answered their phone all day.
And actually, they didn't answer the phone the very first time we called.
No, we just showed up.
We showed up there and said, can you help us out? And they got us in. And I think that's kind of how they operate there is people just show up.
But you have to show up, and then you have to then still get scheduled to come back. Like, that's kind of annoying to me. Like, I gotta drive to your shop to get an appointment to come back another day because you won't answer the phone.
So if we have to go back there, we are going to be in Utah for a while.
And we love Utah, but I don't want to be in Kanab for a while. You know, if I'm going to spend that much time in Utah, I want to be seeing the
You
state.
should get that.
Yeah, let's turn this around. This is amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like another planet again.
Somebody said that about one of the places we were going to go. It might be Canyonlands. Canyonlands wasn't on our original destination, but I think that's a place we're going to check out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at
It is amazing. And this is why we'd love to stay in Utah for a lot longer for views like this. But we're not going to stay in Kanab.
I mean, I like Kanab.
I like Kanab too, but we're not going to spend what time we have to spend in Utah
It's known as
in the same place.
Little Hollywood. They filmed a lot of Western movies there.
Yeah, and we got to see Dodge City. That was cool.
As well as I think it was the $6 Million Man.
Oh yeah.
Was filmed there.
How the West was won and all kinds of things. But for me, Dodge City, that's like I grew up watching Gunsmoke, and I used to binge watch it on